getting a.
We lock eyes from
Oh,
across
man.
the room, and I feel like I'm about to explode.
Oh, man.
Clench my hands tight, so I won't unleash it too soon. Give to me when I am home,
Oh, man.
and I'll wrap you up. And we play hide and seek, and my heart rate climbs up above 130.
Yes! Hey. Oh, man. We have been.
Reach your peak.
Yeah.
Yes, you like to get dirty.
Hey, my God.
And it's just for me.
Oh, man. Yeah.
No one else can see.
Yeah. Hey, my God. Yes.
This is what you deserve.
Hey,
Where do you get the nerve?
shipheads, who's ready for another fascinating ship show tonight? If you are, then you could be disappointed because we never quite know what's going to happen on this crazy thing we call the ship show. So best thing to do is just sit back, relax, put your feet up, and remember, Bagak! Hey, shipheads, who's ready?
System error. System error. We have a system error.
Right off the bat.
I pressed the buttons.
Here we go.
I pressed that
let's get
button.
That out of the way.
Oh,
Get
for
that system
heaven's
error out of the
sakes.
way.
Okay, listen, we're not late because of technical issues, okay? We're late because we got stuck behind the stinking Spring Lake and Fruitport golf teams on the golf course, and they were playing 3-on-3 6. It was the JV team, and the average shot went about 16 yards.
So you could have joined them?
Yeah.
I could have.
That was not a super awesome.
No. You know what?
That is not a super awesome comment.
Okay? I was flushing the ball all night. The problem was I wasn't flushing it where I aimed it. But I still can't putt. I still, I mean, you know, I shot a 91, but recently I've been shooting in the mid-80s. But, you know, tonight wasn't the night. It was 96 degrees. It was hotter than the backside of a yak in a sauna in Mombasa, Kenya. Okay?
I mean, you talk about hot. We not only are in the high 90s, but I mean ridiculous humidity.
Larry is hot in the 90s. He's sweating, it's glistening all over his skin. All right, enough of that.
Humidity's terrible. The air quality's terrible. My eyes have been killing me the last 3 days.
Oh, look at Lindy Lou out here.
Oh,
That is not a super awesome comment.
I guess we know where John's priorities are, and it's not us. Hey, you listen here, woman. It's summertime in Michigan, and that lasts about 3 months. So you can suck it! Yeah. I'm going to enjoy every minute of this summer as I can, because in about 2 months, I'm going to be in a deep, dark depression because it's so dang cold outside. And at that point, Lindy Lou, you'll be my number one priority. Yeah.
all right, there you go.
So there you
It's
have it.
Brutal. The weather's brutal, just brutal. Air quality is pollution. It's so bad. It's just really, really bad.
So the rooster was busy crushing balls. Yeah, I know. The air quality here, Larry, was there was a warning on my screen. Hey, Larry,
Yes.
the naughty cruiser wants to know if you're drinking water.
Well, when the ice melts, what do you think of that fancy glass?
What's in that glass?
I'm having Vodka, Sprite Zero.
Okay.
Refreshing.
All right.
You know, summertime drink.
I like it. I like it.
I had a Sprite Zero sugar-free Red Bull to start. So it's good to be back. I have to give a shout out to my man Jamie Sharon at Sea Travel for filling in for me last week. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, Jamie filled in. Jamie was here. You know, it's interesting. I really only brought him onto the show so I could expose him for his excuse making skills, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we can't commit right now. There's a lot of things going on. You know, the Rooster didn't have that problem on the horizon. The Rooster made it happen with 2 young children. But you know, I understand. It's a long game that he's playing here, and I just wanted to set the stage so that everyone could see. You know, sometime in February of 2025, I'll just be like, "Yep, see, here's where I called it," and I can say, "I told you so." That would be hilarious if he did. That would, you know what? That would be awesome.
When he walks in the night before, you know what we're gonna say?
What are you doing here? I know. All right. Well, hey, listen, girl. Say hi. Come here. Luna, do you want to say something? You want to say something? Come here.
I think she does.
Come here. Come here. Oh, you want me to throw your toy? Bring it here. Bring me your toy. Bring me your toy. Come here.
So it was a great show. Jamie was a great co-host. So much at ease. He did a great job. Thank you, Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
I owe you, man.
So how did the hockey stuff go last week for you?
Still going on. I had a race here tonight even. So many disappointed people.
Oh, I know how I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. Let's really quickly say hi to some of the peeps, because I see there's some peeps here. We got Wanda Chiquita Bonita cruising for food in the place. Bill Leach from Smyrna, Georgia. Crazy Cat Traveler, Gina Birdley, and Franciscone. Lindy Lou out there talking smack about the Rooster. And I say, boo. I'm just playing, Lindy Lou. You know I love you, girl. TX Papito, Carla Ricci in the place. Retro Sarge, Jose Herrera. Cox and Hole, he says. Nautical Nurse Nancy. Brian from How We Cruise, The Moonlight Adventures. Sue O'Connor, Amy Franzak, Scotty Mack, Jimmy G. CDM Barbecue Mafia, big fan. CDM Barbecue Mafia needs to get his Barbecue Mafia hind end on the Coop Cruise in 2025. That's all I know. Did I say the Moonlight Adventures? Did I say the Naughty Cruiser? Homeboy hooked me up with a bag full of swag that'd knock your socks off. And here's just a few of them. Look at this cool pin, the Naughty Cruiser. It's all metallic and like holographic and stuff. Would you just look at that? He sent me that. Cool. He sent me a butt ton of bracelets, so if in case, you know, I ever lose another one, I'll have replacements. And then he sent me this nice keychain, right? The Naughty Cruiser keychain. Naughty Cruiser on YouTube. Check them out. And then, you know, some pins. Quite a few, actually. Naughty Cruiser. Check them out. YouTube. Tony Barnett's neighbor.
I have.
Lives right down the street. Cool guy. Nice guy. So, you know, I noticed a lot of people are like, hey, where's my swag? Hey, how about you support his channel by buying it, for crying out stinking daggone freaking loud? That's all I'm going to say. The man's out here sending all kinds of free crap. Just playing. Just playing. Just playing. Here you go, Luna. I'm going to throw it one time and one time only. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Ship Show live stream where we play with the Doberman who's out of control.
She's right back.
Robin Butler's in the place. Rhonda Carney here. Who else we got? Marsha. Tess Almond. Tess Almond out here planning events for the 2025 Coop Cruise. You got left, right, center, right, left, center, right, or whatever you want to call it. And a Aruba excursion coming at you live from Aruba, baby. Now, I can tell you with full authority, considering Larry and I are the authority, that there will be a Zoom call sometime very soon where we start putting together some of the framework for the Coop Cruise in 2025 to make sure that this is a collaborative organizational effort and not just left to the rooster. Because if there's anything I know, it is very important to me to make sure that we do our part, Larry, as the prime representatives of the Coop, to put our best foot forward on this group cruise, right? Larry, there's a lot of rooms booked.
Okay, so I checked with Sharon at Sea, their headquarters out there in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell everybody.
Yes, Karen
this.
Griswold. Zoom is still a thing. How you doing, John and Diamond? Lori in Texas? Sorry. Go ahead, Larry.
All right. So I checked in with Sharon at Sea headquarters right before the show, and I knew the number. So I said to John, when we were setting up, how many, not people, rooms, how many rooms do you think we have booked already? And your guess was?
35.
35. That was a pretty good guess. Pretty good guess. Out there in the chat, give your guess.
Are we playing a little
drama.
this or that?
Let's build a little drama.
This or that?
Maybe
or
we'll give
that?
a free pin to somebody that hits it first.
Yeah, speaking of pins, a funny story. I created the new pin in the Ship Show Facebook group. You know, the Coop Soup pin, if you saw it. If you're not a member of the Ship Show Facebook group.
I can't keep up that fast. My eyes are not good.
I think that Rhonda Carney is, no, Lindy Lou's closest right now.
Oh, we got a winner.
No, so is Nautical Nurse Nancy. Nautical Nurse Nancy was before Lindy Lou. I don't know that it's good or bad to say it, but I'm going to say it. We got 48 cabins booked. Am I right, Larry?
48.
48 cabins.
When we were at
Nice.
35,
Pepito. Well played. Watch this.
Super
we had
awesome
about
I love
comment.
that it
solo
does that.
cruisers. So I did not check this out, but I'm guessing we probably have at the most 8 solo. So at 48, that puts us at around 88 people. And the cruise is still a little over 18 months away. So I think we're up to a great start.
Crazy Cat Traveler guessed it on the second try. I do too, and I think if I'm not mistaken, Bagokler booked, and I think Tony Jackson booked.
Yes.
You know, this is going to be off the chisel. But the point being, hello, John V. Hello, Linda Cusiak. Luscious Linda from Canada. She says she'll be number 49. Okay.
Yes.
TX Pepito's probably got 7 cruises booked that month alone, so he can't make it. He's got a back-to-back, all in March of 2025. Non-negotiable, non-refundable, and all that. You know, sometimes I think to myself, people are like, oh, crap, we already booked one that time. Well, you know, you could change it. Come with us. It'll be better that way. If you come with us, if we all come together, just imagine if we all came together. That's all I'm going to say.
I did think I noticed this. Who are the first three Golden Cock winners?
We have Linda Alford, Marty Bacardi, Larry Brandhorst, and Tony Jackson. Every one of those Golden Cock winners is booked as I'm aware.
I thought so.
Pauletta, oh my gosh, deposits this week were $50, Pepito. Suck it!
$50 deposit.
Yeah.
That's all.
I know, so, but again, I digress. I listen, people have plans, people do their things. It's interesting, you know, Jamie can't plan that far ahead, but there's so many people who are like, oh, I can't make it. I got one booked in April that month or that year. You know, I will continue to give them a hard time until they just come clean and say, hey, we can't do it. Sadly, okay, you know, you're a celebrity cruiser. Just tell them, listen, it's the Coop Cruise. Can't make it. Give me my refund, or I will never cruise with you again. Okay? But sadly, we did a lot of discussion in the background trying to figure out which was best. But as it turns out, that particular cruise is the week after Sharon at Sea's granddaughter's spring break. But the way I see it, all you got to do is back-to-back, baby. Just do a back-to-back and say you got stuck in Seattle like we did. I mean, for crying out loud, like they did in England. You know what I mean? Bill Leach, I don't know if the deposits are the same right now, but if you're interested, all you have to do is reach out to SharonAtSea@gmail.com. And that brings me to my next point. I am not trying to be rude. I am not trying to be otherwise untoward to anyone. But lest anyone think that, oh, I'll just book the cruise on my own and be part of the group. That ain't how it works. So if you haven't done a group cruise before, I think it's appropriate in this moment to tell you that it is the proper etiquette when booking a cruise, aside from a few exceptions. You know who you are. When it comes to certain offers, casino offers and stuff like that, that you book with Sharon at Sea Travel if she is the hosting agent, which in this particular case, she is. So if you happen to decide that you want to go on this cruise and say, screw it, I'll book it on my own, please don't hold it against me when we have no control over whether or not you can be in our group in the main dining room or with other events, because that's not how it works. We have to have you within the umbrella in order to include you in certain things. And quite frankly, it's just not the right etiquette. Okay? That's what I'll leave it at that. Let you chew on that for a while. Tell me how it tastes. And if you decide, well, that's some BS and you can't come, I understand. But I would never book a group cruise with any other agent than the hosting agent. That's how it works. There it is.
Very well said.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we need to know the numbers when we talk to the cruise line about booking venues to hold our events. We need to know how many people are going to be at that and what can hold what numbers and et cetera, et cetera.
Yep. John V in the place. Julie Thomas. She says, hello, Coop. Cindy Bridges. I almost said Cindy Britches. Doodles McShipshow in the place. Gina Bird. Kimbo's Cruising. Aren't they a recent booker? Paul Atta, Pockets Getting Fatter. Sue O'Connor, I think I said that. Flamingo Palm Chance in the place. CDM Barbecue Mafia says, big fan of Doodles McShipshow. I'll tell you this much. I'd be willing to bet that CDM Barbecue Mafia has a cruise booked in March of 2025, just like everyone else who I've been dying to meet. All the people that I either need to be there for many, many reasons, or the people I haven't met yet that I've been dying to meet are like, oh, crap, we have a cruise the following week. Sorry. It sucks, but I get it. Life goes on. Wasn't that a TV show, Larry? Life goes on, and so do we. We're all part of a big family. I don't know. Kevin Counts, there's one. Sorry, can't make it. We're booked on the freaking Viking Medallion 7 Sails Winds of the Sea that week.
We should start looking at Coop Cruise 27 to give these people even more advance notice.
We should set up Coop 27. Oh, sorry. I'm already booked. Kevin Counts, how are you, my friend? I didn't say the important people. If that's what I mean, I didn't mean it like that. What I'm saying is all the people that I've been wanting to meet that I haven't got to meet yet. Did I say all the important people, Larry?
No, you never said that.
If I didn't say all the important people, Tess, I expect a super chat in 5 minutes from you as an apology. Thank you.
But I'll tell you this, a bunch of people in our coop are like
How you doing,
Super
Kevin?
Mario, obviously. Everybody knows Super Mario?
Mm-hmm.
He's only on a cruise ship like 50 weeks of the year. So I would get if he'd say, oh, I'm already booked. I'm sorry. But anyway, I'm very happy that we already have 48 cabins booked. Well exceeding my expectations at this point. And
Super chat
the
time,
ones that are
Tess.
going,
Super chat time. You want to throw it out there? You better throw it in here. I'm just playing, Tess. Don't do it. Sorry, Larry. Go ahead.
No, I'm super excited about the number of cabins that are booked. And I make a promise to everyone that's booked, I'm going to do everything in my power to make it your best cruise ever.
Oh, yes. And the best part about this is, and I don't want to wax poetic on this for too long, but the best part about this is it's not a celebration of me and Larry, okay? No, Tess, you blew it. You want to throw it out there, that's what happens. You can't just flagrantly foul us like that, Tess. I didn't say anything about important people. I said there's a lot of people I'd like to meet, okay? Richard Zellner, you're already booked. I'm excited to meet you. That doesn't mean you're not an important person. And I am not tolerating this. I am get off my lawn guy, and I will go ballistic to the point where we have 13 cabins booked if you guys want to play that game with me. I'm just playing. Richard Z, you know I love you, guy. But I think the best part is it's a celebration of our community, hosted by our community, as opposed to, hey, look at us, we're here, come hang out. We are celebrating together. We are all equals in this space. Doodle says hashtag phallus. Flaccid phallus. I think.
You know who hasn't been on the show for a long time?
Who's
I
that?
just thought of it. Billy.
Bowling Alley Billy. I know. I was hoping he would call in at some point, but it doesn't appear that that's part in the cards right now.
Does he live out in his trailer in the mountains?
Well, he might. No, I think this is in his heavy rotation of competition schedule right now. Yes. Lindy Lou says, Mr. Z, you're important to me, as well as me. Richard Z says, get off my lawn. What is the current pH of your lawn? Because I'm going to raise it by a few percent. I'll tell you what it is. It's 6.8. That is my pH. Okay? Oh, John, bring your dog. I'll get a service dog vest off Amazon. How funny would that be with Luna? I'm just here for the packing tips. Do you guys recommend packing cubes? Yes. As a matter of fact.
Jimmy,
these are good packing cubes. These are really good packing cubes right here. I like them because some of them you can use as standalone storage in your cabin with like Velcro inside that holds your stuff, right? Like little dividers. Look at all this. I mean, come on. And then you also have like, don't even think about it. A big one here that, you know, but there's a waterproof one as well. No, this is not the waterproof one, but this one will hold like all your cables and stuff. And look, they have like removable tags on them so you know what's in each bag. That's all I'm going to say.
Well,
Level
on our
8
Alaska
luggage.
cruise,
Level 8. Y'all.
going to Alaska, when Melissa picked me
There
up
is
to
no
the
such thing
airport,
as a Luna-proof one, Kevin. Sorry, Larry.
I picked up her first suitcase and I said, "Oh my God, this is at least 62 pounds." It was like 64.
Oh,
And
wow.
her second one was like 49 and a half. So I had a garment bag as my second piece. When we were coming back, we were in the lobby. We couldn't check our bags yet. And there's the whole Sharon at Sea crew. And we have Tony Jackson's there helping Melissa. This garment bag is open. Suitcases are all open. And Melissa's just grabbing stuff and like moving it to get the weight right. And I can see like my dirty underpants coming out. Sharon's like, you know, that's why you might like packing cubes. You don't pull out individual items. You just pull out a packing cube.
Yeah, I get it. Dirty underwear out there. Hold on. Hey, keep going, Larry. My phone's at 2%. I got to grab a charger.
All right. So, Jamie's filming her. Tony Jackson is there helping Melissa. And when he got done with my garment bag, Jamie's like, "It looks like there's a dead body in there." It was just bulging. So I check in my garment bag, and it was like 47 pounds. I could barely bend the thing and snap it together. And so we get on the plane. Melissa's like, "I've been telling you to get a second suitcase to hold more of my stuff." But that's what I learned. Packing cubes are probably a good idea, so you're not pulling out those individual garments you don't want to open right there in front of everybody at the airport. It was quite the endeavor. Wow. So I do have packing cubes. I put this out there on Facebook, and I wasn't by any means saying it to brag, but I do go on the Carnival celebration coming up. We fly to Florida a week from Saturday. We jump on a week from Sunday, so like 11 days away. And I'm very excited about it. I did the Sharon at Sea Mardi Gras cruise, and I loved that ship. I just absolutely loved it. Wanted to go on a celebration, but it's just really hard to get away at Thanksgiving with hockey schedule. And I just heard everybody that was on boat just raved about the celebration. I had a really nice casino deal, so we are very excited to go. I really wanted the week after that my good friends Mary Barkley and Slumberjack on, because it goes to Aruba and all the great places. I just can't be away that long. So I will use my packing cubes for the celebration. I've already started packing and using them. Looking forward to it. So thank you, Sharon at Sea, for that great tip at the airport.
I see Richard Vandenarn's in the place, but somebody had a super awesome comment, which I've got to redo our live stream from top to bottom because there's a glitch, and I've researched it. And when this glitch happens, you have to redo your live setup. But when I do, super awesome comment, even though I size it to the right size of our screen, for whatever reason, it loses its it loses its how do I say it? It loses the size that I told it to be, and this is what happens.
Super awesome comment.
It's like 20 times the size that it's supposed to be. So I have to rebuild it, and that's how it goes. But somebody, I can't remember now who it was, said, "Oh, I joined the live stream to Flaccid. Don't give me a hard time for being late." That was a super awesome comment, and I'm sorry I don't know exactly who said that. Vanavi's Vacations, how you doing? Who else? Did I say hi to Rhonda Carney? Philip Landon in the place. He's booked. He says the New Orleans cruise was awesome. I found Sazerac rye, which is cheap and delicious. Agreed 100%. Bill Wickham in the house. Jamie, hello everyone. Hope you are having a great evening. Did enjoy Sharon at Sea's live stream this week. I truly enjoyed their thumbnail and title of their live stream. We will not apologize for being Carnival Cruisers, nor will I. So true. It was Bill Wickham who said, I joined to a flaccid comment. Don't be hard on me for being late. Super awesome comment. Indeed. Indeed-erific. Happy birthday to Tony Barnett this week.
Happy birthday, Tony.
My good friend. I can tell you that, I can't tell you. But there, me and Tony have been known to cruise together before, and it may be happening again. I'm just going to say that. Kelly Madison, how you doing? Glad to have you. Kelly will be there.
How was that move to see?
Do me a favor. Yes, Kelly has recently moved to Seattle. Do me a favor really quickly. Not trying to turn this into the Ship Show Coop Cruise live stream, but if you are booked on the live stream, do me a favor in the comments section, hit the thumbs up button and comment exactly this. Bagak with 3 A's. If you are booked on the Coop Cruise in 2025, comment Bagak with 3 A's, no C, Larry, and hit the thumbs up. Look at all these Bagaks. See, that's what I wanted to see. Bagaks. John and Diamond, Kimbo's Cruising, Cruising for Food, Crazy Cat Traveler, Amy Franzek, Tess Almond. Who did I miss? Marty Stanley, Nautical Nurse Nancy, Beauty and the Bum. Philip Landon, Flamingo Pam, no. Kevin Brubaker in the place. He has booked it. Cindy Bridges, Kelly Madison, Richard Vanden Arndt. Did I say John and Diamond? I think I did. Michelle M. I need dates, says Vanavi. Larry Hitter. Woohoo Girl.
1 through 9, 2025, Carnival Horizon, Sharon at Sea at gmail.com.
ABC Islands out of
ABC
Miami.
Islands, out of Miami.
Let's see. Flamingo Pam with 4 A's. Philip Landon off the chisel. Jimmy G. All right. Hold on. Amy Landon. Carla Ricci can't make it. That's okay. Did I say Lori Vanden Arndt? Jose Lara. Why aren't you booked? The Naughty Cruiser says reaching out to Sharon. I love it. Gina Bird, I know she's booked. And boats to build, says Bagak. All right. All right.
Did you happen to see the hashtag
Jamie Wilhite. Yes, I did.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, that's Jose Lara. Richard Zellner booked.
Sharon at Sea Travel.
Yeah, they're not coming. I mean, let's just be honest. Rhonda Carney booked. John V. It's going to be, as Jamie would say, off the chisel. And we'll tell him all about it when we get back.
Oh, we're going to tell him about it when we're on the cruise. We're going to give him FOMO like he's never seen before.
Well, so one of the things that a lot of people don't realize And I think it's okay at this point now that we've signed the papers and everything's legit and for real. Don't even remotely think about chewing on my fiber cable. Not a chance. Don't even do it. Go. What the heck? A lot of people don't realize this or don't know and might be surprised or happy one way or the other. This cruise is actually sponsored. We got a sponsor today, Larry.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Yep. The 2025 Ship Show Coupe Cruise, which hindsight being 2020, we should have called it Coupe Soup. But either way, it is being sponsored. Coupe Soup with dongs showing is what we should have called it. Anyway, we have a sponsor.
Buffalo Trace.
I can't tell you how happy I am to announce right now, Sal Patera is sponsoring. The anchor sponsor, no pun intended, of the Coupe Cruise 2025. Sal Patera is the anchor sponsor. And Sal, thank you for that. I appreciate
That's awesome.
it. Yep. Sal.
Now we just see Buffalo Trace.
Everyone's room is free now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. No one's room is free. But Sal, thanks. I think we're all going to get Sal Patera merchandise and free access to all of his live streams. So Paul Atta said, you just made me choke. Yeah. Crazy Cat Traveler, super awesome comment, says, all you have to do for the free drink package is pay for it.
There you go.
Yes,
That's
I would
true.
love if Sal Patera showed up, because the #1 event, the closing event, I swear to you, would be a boxing match between me and Sal.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That would be good.
Jose
Yeah.
Lara, there's no beef. Well, there's a beef. I just don't tolerate the douche canoeiness that comes along with Sal showing picture of his father-in-law laid out after falling down the steps, like 10 pictures, asking money from his community for a family member who he doesn't know really what's wrong. Enough. Wanda's always telling me, get over it. I'm not going to get over it. Douche knuckle. Sal Patera is the sponsor. And, you know, sometimes you have to associate with the dirty dogs to get things done. And thank you, Sal, for your support.
Yes, thank you. Now we just need a couple more sponsors. Maybe
Right. Well, I mean, it must be easy for him because he's sponsored by Carnival.
Yeah.
His live
Maybe
streams
he'll get
are,
something
apparently.
Carnival.
So I'm assuming, you know, that's why. Super awesome comment from Jamie at Sharon at Sea Travel. He recently did a video about the burgers they had on their recent cruise with the hairs in them. Some were grossed out by it.
Delish.
I was all for it. I feel like, you know, a regular burger, you're probably looking at about 27 grams of protein. You add in a couple of hairs, you're looking at 32. That's how I look at it. But it was a great video. You know, don't forget, Larry, Chip Minsky will be on this cruise. So if anyone gets out of line and all of a sudden someone disappears, you'll know why. Chip Minsky will be there in full force representing Ada Gleckler and Perlman. And I can tell you, I can make this announcement as well, Larry. Is Trevor messaging you right now?
No. Sorry. Shit.
Melissa,
Somebody way, way more important.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. How dare she message you during the ship show? I'm gonna have to message her, and she'll be
I
like, you know what,
messaged her
cluck
and
off.
said, Can you come out here and say hello?
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I can tell you, Wanda Perlman has booked Crazy Cat Traveler. That has been confirmed by Sharon this afternoon. Wanda Perlman will be there. Now, Larry, I wanted to show you something because it is official. We are going to have a Zoom call this weekend to discuss some things in terms of this, and I really had no intentions of making tonight's live stream completely about the group cruise. Emma, good call. I think we might have Emma's Cafe one morning for breakfast at the buffet, right? Emma's Cafe buffet meetup. How funny would that be? Right, Wanda? But one thing I can confirm as an event is going to be a 70s formal night. And I just want you all to see the jacket I ordered. When we say 70s formal night, we are not talking about costumes here. We're talking about walking into the main dining room as if somebody hit the rewind button. You know what I mean? Like,
I thought you already owned that.
No, I purchased this. I mean, I own it now. But I purchased this. Well, you know, it could sell out. It could,
Right.
it could sell out. But and brown pants. I got brown pants to go with it.
I need like ruffles on my shirt.
Kevin Brubaker says I'm growing out my chest hair as we speak. Larry, I did order a ruffled shirt, but it's coming from overseas and it won't be here for a while. But Kevin Brubaker, yes, grow out the chest hair. If any lady out there is a size 4, I have a perfect pantsuit for you for this. Oh.
Let's see it.
I like it. Timothy Walters is in the house.
I'm thinking more leisure suit.
Well, yeah, that is, well, okay. But
that would look like a tuxedo jacket.
Yeah, well, okay. Leisure suits are absolutely formal, somewhat formal attire, but a 70s tuxedo is true formal. I'm not saying leisure suits are absolutely welcome. What's not welcome is the $17 2-pack of the Amazon costume 70s outfit. We have to keep some level of decorum. That's why I was thinking maybe it would be better to do it in a port, but either way, we'll put it out there. We'll see what people think, but I think a 70s formal night with a bunch of people very respectfully walking into the main dining room in 70s attire with a straight face, like what would be the greatest thing to ever happen.
I might have to get an afro wig.
And you have to admit, is hair feathering mandatory or optional? Great question, Brandoline. I think it's mandatory, right? Everyone shows up and the girls are in feathered hair. Even the guys who have it, feathered hair, right? Like, you know, Larry could pull it off, I think. I think that there's quite a few people who could pull it off. I couldn't. Letitia Davalos Hanko, welcome. That's the first time I've seen your name. Mary Barkley.
Oh,
how
Mary,
you doing?
Hey. I think riding with Larry is right now digging in his cedar closet, digging through the box with mothballs, pulling out his 70s tuxedo.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? He's like, woohoo, girl, we got any Febreze over here? This stuff smells like crap.
Smells like mothballs. He's going to have to decide between like 4 or 5 that he's got.
Yeah, I know. Larry, you could sell that stuff at a premium. That's all I'm saying. I paid $75 for that jacket. That's all I'm saying. How you like my screensaver that Stella put on here? It's the Carnival Shrimp Cocktail. And apparently there's going to be a storm in Twinsburg, Ohio.
Oh.
Cruising for Food's dressing up like Marilyn McCoo. I'm assuming she's a chicken. Paul Atta says he's going to feather his chest hair. Naughty Cruiser says, I wasn't even a thought in the 70s. Well, that's the best part about it. Imagine. Just go to eBay, y'all. Just search vintage 70s formal wear. You'll find what you need at a reasonable price. That's all I'm going to say. Off the Chisel wants to feather his booty hair. Larry, I do have to say this. I don't know exactly what's gone on in our live stream the last couple weeks, actually over the last month or so. But maybe I got a little out of hand at some point. 4 times in the last 6 live streams, I've gotten a notice that whatever it was we were doing was not suitable for advertisers. And I thought to myself, well, we should probably change that. But then I thought better of it and said, you know what? I have more fun just doing what we do than, appeasing an advertiser. We're not a large channel. We're not trying to take the world by storm at this point. But it is curious. I would say I'm curious. I think it's maybe I might have let fly with a curse word within my rants. I'll work on that. But I did find that interesting.
I agree.
Or maybe it's just because, our audio's so bad. I have no idea.
I'm thinking maybe it was last week's guest host. He was out of line.
The big C prevents me from booking at this time. What does that mean, Timothy?
I hope. Don't want to come.
Kevin Brubaker says, I'm calling Genghis formal wear to find a 70s tuxedo. What's Genghis?
That was the tuxedo place that I remember, late 70s, early 80s. They were in every mall, every single mall in America. Genghis tuxedos. Yes, good call.
Paul Atta says, see you next Tuesday. Pin the tail on the Sal, says Scott McNeil. Right, you know how we did the pin the tail on the healed? We could do pin the canoe on the douche.
How is your boat running?
Hey, get this. I forgot to tell Doodles this. So I fixed, I think, the hydraulic leak. And as it turns out, I didn't leak as much hydraulic fluid as I thought, and it might have just been sinkage. Like me using, well, no, because it did leak into the bilge. But the toilet issue that I had, turns out that it just came loose a little bit, and when I tightened it up, good to go. Good to go. Might even take the boat out this weekend. Don't tell my ladies upstairs that I'm gonna surprise them with that. I think it would be nice for us to just go out and have a nice weekend cruise, because I can tell you this. Poor Stella, 2 days ago, we took her to a volleyball clinic in an effort to improve her odds of making the volleyball team through her tryouts. And the poor girl, 5 minutes in, was doing drills, got a high ankle sprain. At this very moment, she is in a boot, in serious pain, and on crutches for conceivably the next 6 weeks, which really throws a wrench into the wedding plans, because Caitlin gets married on the 16th of September, which is only a few weeks away. So we're hoping that at least for that day, at the very least, she can go without the crutches. Because you guys know, if you follow football or any other sport, a high ankle sprain is not the same as an ankle sprain.
No.
So
No,
she's
they're
dealing with a
messy.
lot here.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep. So, and she was looking forward to volleyball, and we'll see how it goes. But the whole camp was supposed to do the whole thing to set her up for tryouts, which is in like 3 weeks. So we'll see how it goes. And the good thing is, and I got to give props to her gymnastics coach. 2 days a week, every week during the summer, she has 5 hours of gymnastics practice, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And when this injury happened at her volleyball thing, the coach said, well, she still needs to be at practice. We'll just do upper body work. And I like that. I like that a lot. Teaches some responsibility there, and there's things that she can still work on without being on her feet. You know what I mean, Larry?
Yeah, I hear
As a coach, that's a boss move, and I like it. And I commend the coaches for saying, well, you still need to be at practice, as opposed to saying, all right, well, come back when you're better. You know what I mean?
So for me, of course, I have kids that get broken bones.
Thank you, everyone, for the prayers and
separated
well wishes.
Shoulders. What I see that impresses me the most is when parents bring their kids to practices and games and have them even come on the bench and just be part of the team still.
Yeah.
Because this is what I always say. My high school team, the dress list changes from game to game. And I see the ones that are dedicated because they come when they're not on the dress list. But I have so many that only come when they're on the dress list. So that tells me you don't care about the team.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about you. It just infuriates me.
Well,
so
I can't
awesome
say it enough. I truly, truly was fascinated observing you as a coach, Larry. I know you're very humble in that regard, but truly, truly watching you coach that team was something to behold. You're a good coach. You're such. I mean, you wouldn't even acknowledge me before the game. That's how you are a good coach. But it's fun to watch.
After the game,
yeah, we went and had a bunch of beers, and it was great. I truly believe it.
It was awesome.
Yeah, but I gotta give props.
Go back to that place again.
Coach of the year. Are you guys coming back for a tournament or what?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't choose it this year because you were involved with the wedding. It was the same weekend.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm taking my team to
Denver. You know what? It's funny you say that because we're missing that same par 3 challenge because it's the day after the wedding and we'd never make it home in time. But Larry, I do want to mention though,
yes.
There is another event that we really need you to be at. I don't think it's Halloween weekend, but it's sometime in October where there is a Halloween golf tournament full of like all kinds of crazy shenanigans here. So I will get you the details when I get them.
Should be the date.
Richard V wants to know, Richard VDA Vanden Arndt, what level do you coach?
So I coach a high school team, and then I coach 13-year-olds. We play. It's a higher level league based out of Chicago, so it's mainly a Chicago league, but there are teams from Indianapolis, sometimes Denver, Omaha, St. Louis. So it's a Midwest type of league. So half of my games are in Chicago. It's called Central States. So I have younger kids. They're getting older now. I've been with them since they were 9. And then I have the high school team.
I'm telling you, the man is a legit coach. I watched him, and he stands up there, in whatever you call that over there on the hockey rink, and he sees everything, and he's shouting out instructions. It's a whole side of Larry that if anyone got a chance to witness, it would blow their minds. Like the dialed in, just the man's a legend. A legend.
I take it very seriously.
And coach of the year. Coach of the year in 2022.
Yes,
That's legit. Coach of the year.
I did win that.
Richard Vanden Arn says, thanks for the info. I coach myself to go to work. Does that count? I mean, I coach myself to master craft. But that doesn't count. A lot of coaching went into that.
People were talking about this not too long ago. This will be my 29th year of coaching hockey. And
Mastercraft, Wanda.
Those 29 years, I think only 2 years I coached one team. Some years I've coached 5.
Well,
I love it. I'm not gonna say I like
Larry
it.
Larry is like an onion. You know what I'm saying? He's smelly, but he has many layers.
Hey,
Larry is not smelly at all. Larry is actually quite aromatic. If you ask me, I find he wears subtle yet finely stated cologne, nuanced cologne. He's not running around in Canoe or Brute or High Karate. You know, he's
Spice.
yes.
You know what? Maybe one.
Jose Lara. I said
I'll
both.
pull out my different fragrances and I'll rate them to everybody.
All right, I like it. Cruising for Food says I learned John smells Larry a lot. I vote Larry B best dressed coach in America. Says Tess Almond. Paul Atta says Dark Noir.
No.
Larry, if I gifted you a bottle of Drakkar Noir, what would you do?
I'd wear it. I'm not gonna not wear a gift. It's like when someone gives you a cigar and they light it.
Wait a minute.
Do you light it? Of course.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. You are in charge at this moment because speaking of cigars, I have to go find out at this very moment. I'm going to run to the mailbox. I'll be right back. Wait. Larry,
must have gotten
go.
A delivery. He got a delivery. I'm trying to read this chat, but the font is so small. Only coach 2 hockey teams. Okay, so with my high school, we have a varsity, a junior varsity, and then like a freshman team. So that was 3. And then I had 2 youth teams. And the nice thing about it is my high school kids practice at 4 o'clock. So I get that done and out of the way, and then I can juggle the other ones. So I have some conflicts, not a lot, but I manage to do it. So I golf during the day, I coach hockey at night. But there's many nights that I leave my house at 3 and get home at like 10:30. So there are times that I question why I keep doing it. And it's very rarely the players. That's all I'm going to say. I coach the high school varsity win, just like any high school sport coach should. And over the years, some people don't really agree with that. But I love it. I still get on skates. I don't move around quite as well as I do anymore. But I can still demonstrate. I take great pride in that. I just turned 60, and I still demonstrate techniques, skating. So I move around, I think, pretty well for my age. So I can't thank Jamie enough for filling in for me last week. I am part of a youth club that is the largest in the Midwest. We have close to 1,000 players. And during this time, we don't have tryouts. They're called evaluations. So we have 9 different levels that they can be placed on. And that's what we do. We evaluate to the best of our ability what level these players are at so they're in a comfortable environment. And parents don't really get upset about what level their player gets put on. What they get upset about is when friends of their child gets placed higher and they think their child is better than that one. So there's some drama involved. I've been doing it so long that I don't get caught up in it. But I had it tonight and I got done. I literally raced here and John got held up by a junior varsity girls golf team. So he called me and said, I'm doing my best to get home. So I apologize for us being late tonight. I hope to get us back on schedule. But 2 weeks from now, I cannot be on the live show, but when I went on the Allure, a lot of people were like commenting, Larry's on the Allure, we're not hearing anything from him. And I watched the show, and John's like, because Larry doesn't buy the internet. On this cruise, I'm going to have the internet, and I'm going to try to post a lot and videos. It used to be in the old days when I first started cruising. My first cruise was here. This is a good question. I'm going to tell everyone my first cruise was 1995 on the Royal Caribbean Song of America. When was everyone's first cruise? Year and the ship. No one's probably even heard of Song America.
2016 Disney Wonder.
Ugh, how's it going?
Maybe 2017. Okay. 2016 Carnival Dream for Nautical Nurse Nancy. Bill Wickham. 2003 Voyager of the Seas. Brian from How We Cruise. 2003 Disney Wonder. Boats to Build. 2010 Carnival Destiny. 2017 Freedom of the Seas. Richard Vandenarnd. Nice. I love Freedom. First cruise was Carnival Destiny, November 2000. Julie's was Carnival Jubilee. John and Diamond, 2015 Carnival Inspiration. 1983 Canard Princess, says Robin Butler. 2008 Carnival Elation, says Marsha. 2013 Carnival Triumph, Will G. Riding with Larry, Norwegian Spirit. Flamingo Palm. 2018 Zuurderdam, whatever that is. Sapphire Princess, July 2017 or 2007. Southbound Voyage of the Glaciers. Kimbo's Cruising Carnival. Not sure of the ship. 1998 Carnival Breeze. I see that one. 2025 Horizon. Amy Franzek. First cruise. Love it. Love it. December 2000. The Elation, says Vonavi's Vacations. 1996. Here's one I haven't heard of. NCL Sunward 2. Oh, Richard Z. You know what? 1986. USS Nimitz. My first cruise actually was 1994 on the USS Peleliu.
Well, both of you, thank you for your service.
Yes. Carnival Freedom in 2015. Jose Carla Ricci, Carnival Freedom 1999. Jamie Wilhite, 2016 Anthem of the Seas. I like it. Brandoline. Oh, okay. 1912 Titanic says Riding with Larry. All right. So
real quick though, hold on.
yes.
I got off on a tangent. So what I was going to say,
Lindy Lou's was New Amsterdam in 1982. Wow.
Whoa. So the reason I've never got the internet package is because the first cruise I went on, I owned a business. And it was a 7-day cruise out of New York to Bermuda on the Royal Caribbean Song of America. Of course, there was no internet. There was no cell phones. When you were on the ship, there was like 3 channels. And when you got to Bermuda, there was a couple more. There were no newspapers. There was nothing. It was escape from reality. And I loved it. Because when you own a business, it never stops. It just never stops. Well, those 7 days were just such an escape from reality. But now I'm going to change my ways. I'm going to get the internet package. I'm going to take a bunch of pictures, videos, and I'm going to post them on our Facebook page. Promise that. All right, what do you got there, buddy?
I love the green screen because every time you reach to the side, it looks like you're
know.
doing a little something to Larry.
Do that again one more time. That's the wrong hand.
All right. So our friend, I love the man, met him in New York before the Sharon at Sea ship show group cruise on the Norwegian breakaway. The man and his wife showed up, Maria, such charming people. And I've got to cruise with them since then. I got a message this afternoon from Michael Gage, avid cigar smoker. If you were on the Vloggers cruise, you met him. You got to, quite a few people got little care packages from him with some of his favorite cigars in perfect packaging. The man is a gem. He told me that I've been lit, L-I-T-T. And if you know anything about cigars, apparently there's a brand of cigars called Lit.
I have not heard of that.
Hold on.
Hold the phone.
It's from a series called The Sweets. Kimbo's cruising. Thanks for coaching the kids, Larry. Very nice of you. Kimbo's cruising.
Thank you for that. But I enjoy it. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah.
Very, very generous of you.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, they just blew you up, Larry. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
But he said I could expect a package in the mail today. Larry, I am going to spliff, not lit, says Paul. It's from a show called Sweets. I don't know what that is, but he sent me a package and I'm going to open it up live on the air.
You do not know what's in there.
I do not.
But you have a good idea.
I can tell you, John, our homeboy, John, knows. John, you know who you are. That this came from Michael. Michael, it's interesting. Michael Gosh sent it to me, but this is coming from Michael M. And if you're a cigar smoker and you have any interest in getting some of the best cigars at a very affordable price, send me a private message and I'll give you the deets. But this package, John, is absolutely from Michael. However, I did not order it myself. This came from Michael Gosh, who ordered it from Michael M. All right, so I'm going to open it here on the air. I did open it a little bit as I was coming in, and then I said, wait a minute, let me see what... Let's open it live on the air.
The suspense is killing me.
All right, let's see what we got here. We got, you know, it's all packaged up. The man knows how to ship stuff. Okay, there's a couple in here. Oh, God. It says, John Klaykowski, enjoy from Michael Gage.
Would you look at that?
All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, I see a butt ton of Lanceros in here. These are custom rolls, Larry. I think I shared one with you on Bromania.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I gave you a Lancero.
No, you did not.
Why?
You smoked one next to me all the time, but no, I never got one.
Oh, these are my favorite sticks.
Yeah, that's why you didn't share.
Yeah, oh, you're right. I did say I like them too much. You guys can have the crappy ones. These are Lancero X's. They are a custom roll made by Michael M. himself. It's a mixture. These are fantastic cigars. I know John and Diamond like them because they said it was one of the best cigars they ever had, and I'm quite certain they ordered some of their own. But there are 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 Lanceros. Michael Gage, come on, man. That's so
Very
kind
nice
of
of
you.
you.
But here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. The you just got lit up. This is a cigar featured on the show Sweets. I don't know what network, but man, does it smell good. He wasn't sure if I'd like it. My palate isn't that good, but I do know those Lancero X's are the best cigar I've ever had in my life. And I will make a point tomorrow night at Golf League to smoke my lit cigar. Or maybe I should save it for the next well played, Richard Zellner. Chew toys for Luna. I'm glad you said that because now that you say that, I'm gonna put it up high on the. Oh, that's funny. I hit the button. The Larry P button.
I haven't left, have I?
No, but no, you didn't. You're right. But
It was before the show started. I ran.
you're right. Luna would probably chew this up. But Michael Gage, my heartfelt appreciation. There is nothing I have enjoyed. There have been so many moments where it's been calm. I've either been on a cruise or somewhere in Florida or doing something, and I had one of these Lancero X's in my hand. This is the greatest cigar I've ever smoked in my life. I know there's much. I can tell you that there's been better. There have been, but I have not. And every time I've smoked one of these Lancero X's has been on an occasion where it was just perfect. Best cigar, in my opinion, for the money. They're less than $7 a piece, I think. But Michael Gage, truly thank you, and I will send you a personal message myself. You did not have to do that, but thank you for doing it.
Very nice gift.
And Larry, you've sent me some awesome cigars. As a matter of fact, it wasn't until recently that I finished my stash. Now, there were probably like 4 or 5 that dried out, even though they were in the same humidor as the rest. But you sent me a butt ton of cigars, and when I golf, I smoke cigars.
Wow. I usually do, but not this heat. Not when it's this hot. No.
Today was the very first day. How you doing, Party on the Sea? Today was, I can tell you this without lying. Today was the first day of the whole summer that I was affected by the heat. The heat never really affects me one way or the other. Now, the cold, on the other hand, whole nother story.
Yeah.
Today, it was so hot on the range before we played that I had to go inside to catch I couldn't breathe. It was so hot.
It's super hot and humid, but it's the air quality. I don't know if it doesn't have a way to escape, but I was driving to the ring tonight and I could just see the pollution in the air, and my eyes have just been killing me. About the last 3 days.
I'll be honest. I was only on the range for like 20 minutes. And I couldn't breathe. And you know what? She's chewing a bone, Gina. She actually has a bone she's chewing, which is, not the norm. She has 20 bones down here, but she seems to find my sandals more tasty. But
it's that fungus.
I literally, like, after hitting for like 20 minutes, I had a hard time breathing. And I had to go into the clubhouse and I said, I guess I'll have a beer.
Good excuse. Wait. You
got to clear my throat.
You didn't have a rooster.
I do the roosters in the morning.
Okay.
I do the roosters in the morning. And I am happy to say this weekend I am playing in a golf outing for a local dog rescue called Noah's Project. Very happy to support that effort. And quite frankly, we have a stacked team. If Larry had been here, it would be even more stacked. But we've got 2 sub 3 handicaps on the team. But Larry, I will tell you this. Last year, I was a 22 handicap. Care to guess what my handicap is now? Mind you, I've practiced at the range every day of the summer. I have not skipped a day. What do you think my handicap is right now?
13.
You son of a gun. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Love boat cruising.
Your scores every damn day.
Yeah, I haven't told you in a while, honestly. But
no.
I shot a 91 today, which was not good.
It's not terrible. Not terrible. In this heat, come on.
Round of the year was a 79. Round of the year was a 79. Wanda's bored.
Did your gloves sweat?
No, but I will tell you this, Larry. I will tell you this. That was the best 91 I ever shot in my life. And what I mean by that, 90% of my iron shots were flushed. Like full flushed, compression, all of it. I just didn't rotate enough to keep it straight. Right? For whatever reason, when I get on the course, I tend to hold back on my rotation. Anyway, I won't go into that. I had very, very good ball striking this evening.
There you go.
What I've been working on the range came to the course. I just didn't execute where I needed to. And when I found myself in trouble, I added more strokes, and I still cannot putt. I did order a putting green for the house that will be here tomorrow to work on distance pace. But I digress, because I know that's boring. So I'd rather talk about my lawn. We have an update. I want to give a lawn update.
Have you spread charcoal lately?
Yes, I got to give a lawn update. Pauletta says John needs to work on his money shots. That's another reason why we were late, Paul. Anyway, I digress. I did want to give a lawn update. I do want to thank folks for showing interest. If you're ball striking during your strokes, you're doing it wrong. I wish I could play the super awesome comment. Jose Lara, you win the internet tonight. Leticia Davalos-Hanko is laughing at Wanda. Probably because Wanda says she's bored. And what she's making reference to is Wanda going, rah, 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 rah. Wanda. Kathy L likes the lawn talk. So let me tell you the update. I told you last live stream that I got a soil test done. Found out that I was low on boron. Nothing else. So I put boron down. I had no idea you could buy lawn boron, but apparently you can. I bought it, sprayed it on the lawn, went nuclear. My lawn never looked so good, but then I had some weeds, so I sprayed the weeds. Long story. I used a particular type of weed killer that is a very slow acting weed killer, and it made my lawn look like a cheetah for about 3 weeks. But that has passed. Soil test, is that where you send a stool sample into the doctor? Only if your name's Ofta, okay? AstroTurf. That's what it is. AstroTurf. Well played, Scott McNeil. But anyway, this week, this is my update. The cheetah lawn has gone away. The fading, it takes time. It killed all the weeds, all of them. So on Sunday, I threw down straight iron onto all the moss that was growing into the shaded areas where the grass stopped growing. Killed that moss. I poured it at triple strength, sprayed it at triple strength, but then I doubled down and threw baking soda on top of it to completely choke it out. Killed all the moss. Moss dead. Because I have huge plans this weekend, but I'll get to that in a moment. Lawn is life. And I truly am passionate about my lawn. So this week I put down the Andersons. And if you don't know what that is and you'd like to have a better lawn, look it up on Amazon or on their website, which is actually cheaper. You know there's a dye you can add to the spray so you don't... I have that dye, Kevin Brubaker. Moss is not good for lawns. It chokes out the grass, Kimbo's cruising. I keep the moss where it looks good, but I can't have it in the lawn because it continues to spore and it'll take over the whole lawn. So yes, I did kill the moss.
This lawn talk is like when you talk about your hard drive and your storage.
Yeah, I know. I get it. But people seem to, even if you don't like it, I'm going to tell you because I have an update to give. So I got the moss killed, okay? I have lovely mud at this point. So this week I put down PGF Complete, which is a fertilizer, 16. I am fine with phosphorus in my yard. That's what my soil sample told me. So I went 1608. 16 is the nitrogen, 0 is the phosphorus, 8 is potassium. 1608 mixture on the lawn. Put the PGF Complete down. Followed by... That's the Andersons product. I am not sponsored by them, but I am telling you, it is, if you're interested in your lawn, go to Amazon or their website, look up the Andersons, all of their products. If you're buying from Home Depot, you're doing yourself a disservice. So I put down the 1608, immediately followed by a mixture sprayed through my garden sprayer hose attachment of Doc's Super Juice, made by the Andersons. It's a blend of micro and macronutrients, including mushroom fungi to feed, right? So I put down Super Juice mixed with BioAg fertilizer, which is really just manure, but in a liquid form, as well as chelated iron. Mixed it all up into my sprayer hose attachment, sprayed it at the proper formulation onto my lawn, and I'm telling you, it's going to go nuclear in the next couple days. I can't wait to see the results. And maybe in the next couple days, I'll give you an update once we've gotten there. But the lawn is doing well for all of you who are interested, which is only news. Like 3 of you. But still, I hope we don't have to wear masks on a cruise again. Letitia, I don't anticipate that. However, I do see the media talking about the new COVID variant. I'm going to tear up my lawn and install in-ground pools so I don't have to mow anymore. You could do that if you want, but one of the biggest joys in my life, much like 2 weeks ago when I threw down coco coir over top of my grass seed, only to be surprised knowing that it had a 14-day germination time, that it germinated in 4 days. I'm an expert. You just have to constitute the coco coir with super juice liquid, and you've got yourself the perfect mix of grass. All the pea spots that Luna destroyed in my lawn are gone. It's just, I'm sorry. I will, for the end of until the day I die, I will be a student of lawn care. And there is not a lot of things that bring me more joy than seeing my lawn after it's been mowed. Okay? I would say the only thing that brings me more joy than that is stepping across the gangway onto the ship.
Or tapping in that birdie putt.
That happened today on a par 3. I dropped it within 8 feet and nailed the 8-footer.
That's not a tapping. That's a good putt.
Yeah. So we have seen your ring video, says Scott. Oh, yeah, you should see. There's ring videos of me spraying the super juice. There's ring videos of me putting down the PGF Complete. There's 2 versions. There's a 1608 and there's a 1648, depending on your phosphorus needs. But anybody got questions about their lawn, feel free to reach out to me. But don't reach out to me unless you have ordered a soil test. Now, that being said, if you don't know how to find a soil test, reach out to me. Because if you get a soil test done, it'll tell you exactly what your lawn needs. So if your lawn is a piece of crap, there's a reason for it. Get a soil test done. It'll tell you why your lawn is a piece of crap. Trust the rooster. Let's go on this journey together. Cruising for Turf. That's our new channel name. Cruising for Turf.
We're going to need some pictures. We need
I'll get pictures when when I feel it is appropriately
put pictures in the intro.
But Larry, I didn't answer your question. On Sunday afternoon, I did put down about 3 pounds of charcoal per 1,000 feet on the lawn.
Okay.
I have 2 more applications to put down before the end of the season. But here's the big reveal. This weekend, I am renting, and York is halving with me for the rental. It's only $50 for if we rent it on a Sunday, like strategically, we get it. Or if we rent it on a Saturday later in the afternoon, Sunday doesn't count, so we get it 2 days. I've already rented it. I am overseeding the lawn with Black Beauty Ultra mixed with Black Beauty Solar Green seed. I'm going to power rake the lawn, get rid of all of the dead thatch. Then I'm going to blow all that out. I'm going to lay down the seed to overseed, and then I'm going to power rake all that seed back into the lawn, Then drop some starter fertilizer, and oh my God, Larry, come mid-September, you could literally
Play croquet.
play croquet on my lawn. Okay, I'll bet the vlog on the lawn care does out quicker than Yeah, I don't. I know this is a joy in my life that I can't help but share. And if some people have expressed interest in it. Party on the lawn. Well played. Blowing what, says Jose Larry? Sorry, Larry. Sometimes I like to. Keith Williams, super awesome comment. Can people walk on your lawn? Hell no.
we discussed that.
No. You know what? This one right here, Luna walks on the lawn and drops her deuces, and I got to be careful because if I try to blow it out with the blower, it'll kill the grass from... Anyway, all I'm saying, I enjoy cuticle care, lawn care, golf, cruising, and documentaries on Netflix about Nolan Ryan. Larry, I just watched a documentary on Netflix called Facing Ryan. Fascinating.
Ooh, I just watched one last night. It was on, I think, Amazon on Jose Canseco. Very good.
Oh, so
The
speaking of
Whistleblower.
speaking of which, I watched one last night. It was I forget what it was called, but it was all about the Balco scandal back in the day with the guy that was doing the illegal stuff with mostly track stars, believe it or not. But Barry Bonds was implicated in the whole thing. Fascinating. Fascinating. I get a lot of crap about the content, and believe it or not, I have been slowly getting my computer offloaded. It just takes a long time. Once it's done, I do have big plans to create vlogs. I'm going to stick to what I used to do and just tell the story. Whether or not they're watched, I really don't care, but I do want to get them out, especially Bromania, Alaska, and stuff like that. But, you'll believe it when you see it. So when you see it, you can say, oh, look at that.
It'll be worth waiting for.
Yeah, even though nobody watches vlogs these days. But whatever.
That's not true. That's not true. I watch them every day.
Yes, you do. And you
Every
are a
day.
superstar because of it. Anyway, if you need some lawn care tips, reach out to the Rooster. I'll help you. If you need some hockey tips, reach out to Larry.
Yeah.
He'll help you. If you
will.
need some cruising tips, reach out to SharonEtsy@gmail.com. And if you don't know when your next cruise is, come on the Ship Show Coop Cruise 2025, ABC Islands, March 1st through 9th, on the Carnival Horizon out of Miami, Florida. Huge pre-party. I know the spot. I know the location. Going to be off the chisel. Larry,
Yes.
anything else you want to add?
Well, since you brought that up, I'm going to be in Miami in 10 days. And I'm going to kind of scope out the area. I was there about a year ago. I stayed at a place that I was not crazy about. And this time I'm staying at the Intercontinental.
The Intercontinental. What
Yeah.
ship are you going on?
The Carnival Celebration.
Ooh. Okay, Larry, I'm going to
Yeah.
put you on a mission.
All right.
Keith Williams, do I have the best lawn in the neighborhood? I can't say that I do because I truly, Larry, you've seen it. I live in the woods, like way back in there, right?
Oh, yeah.
I don't get enough sun to like have like bluegrass or some of the sun tolerant
Zoysia, Bermuda.
yeah, I can't do that. But
Your yard looks better than that guy across the street, though. I'll tell you that.
yeah, because agreed. I'll tell you this much. I have the best lawn. Early mower guy has the best lawn. He would if he hadn't moved out. However, I will say that the guy who moved in definitely has done his best. I definitely have the best lawn within 100 feet in either direction. Even people who aren't in the shade like me. But with that comes a lot of money and effort. But I truly get a lot of stress relief and satisfaction out of mowing my grass and seeing it that way. But anyway, Larry, the mission.
Yeah.
I want to know what you think. Well, first of all, does the celebration have the you've been on the Mardi Gras, right?
Yes.
What's the bar directly across from the Brass Magnolia? It's like the fortune teller bar.
Yes.
Does the celebration have that?
Well, I watched this friend of mine, Jamie from Sharon at Seas, ship tour just this morning. So besides the Alchemy Bar, I believe most of those have different themes and different names.
Okay, here's your mission. I want to know what you think of the bar that's been... Okay, lots of people saying no. What is the bar that was the Brass Magnolia? Because in my opinion, the Brass Magnolia bar on the Mardi Gras was the best bar I've ever been to on a cruise ship. It beats Alchemy. It beats all of them.
I think on the celebration, that's the one with the history with blueprints and that. I'm not positive.
Okay. I want to know, I want to report back after that cruise what you think of that bar because...
No. It's not going to be after. You miss it. I'm getting the internet package.
Oh.
I'm going to send stuff from the ship. Yeah.
I want you to go live from that bar and order. Listen closely. I want you to go to that bar, Larry.
Yeah.
Listen closely. Buffalo Negra.
Buffalo Negra. Sounds like Buffalo Trace
Right?
and a beer mixture.
Nope.
No.
I want you to go there and order a Buffalo Negra. And if they don't know what it is, have them look it up because you know they will. Order a Buffalo Negra. And I want a report back on your thoughts.
What about a Labadoozy?
You should order one and see what they say.
I want a Labadoozy. Coco Loco.
Paul says, Larry, put your arms up again. You look buff.
No. No,
Or what? Did he mean John?
Yeah.
Did he mean me?
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Straight gangster Mac.
yeah.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
those
You know you
icons.
want some of that. You want some of that. I'm like a beanpole. To each their own. I wasn't impressed by Magnolia, but Fortune was great. I have Cheers in October on Celebration. We'll be trying all those bars.
Okay, I have to say this. This is why I'm doing the celebration. I thought the Mardi Gras was absolutely awesome. I love the bars.
Favorite chip here.
The
by the way.
Brass Magnolia had that little area next to it that had a band
I see you,
playing all the
Wanda.
time.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
the fortune teller, it was awesome. The alchemy was awesome.
I like the fortune teller bar for
I
sure.
loved it. Yes. The Pig and Anchor bar was massive and they had everything.
They had the good bourbon there.
Oh, yeah. I can go on and on.
Yep. That
That's
is
why
my
I'm doing the
favorite
celebration.
chip. The Mardi Gras
That was mine too.
is definitely my favorite chip.
Mardi Gras
Very
and the
close
Symphony.
Freedom of the Seas.
I like Symphony.
Who's hitting the drink limit every day on the Coop Cruise? We have some ideas about that. Brubaker says, oh, wait, we're talking about cruising again. Brubaker was talking about doing some kind of breathalyzer thing. I don't know. I feel like we don't want to do draw attention to it, but I definitely like Jamie's idea. If he does come, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. The Final Four idea, that's great. But that's what our Zoom call is for this weekend. We'll work out not all the details, but we're going to work out timelines, what's appropriate, where we are in terms of ports, what days are good, what time slots we can do, and how they all align, so we know how many events we can actually put in place. Because we don't want to overwhelm people, and we certainly don't want to create an atmosphere where, you know, everybody thinks they have to be somewhere. You know, we're going to make it right. If there's anything that has ever meant more to me, it's about collaboratively putting a good plan in place so that it goes off without a hitch. And with Sharon at sea at the helm and Jamie's assistance, I think it's going to be off the chisel.
I agree.
So, all right, folks, listen. The bases have been covered. I was hoping that Bowling Alley Billy would chime in. I thought he had intentions of doing some sort of bowling tournament on the cruise, but I guess not. But the bases have been covered, and I just want to say, as I always do, be nice to each other online. Remember that nobody gives a flying cluck about your politics. And if they do, then that just means that whatever you posted because you knew they'd like it. Remember that only you can stop forest fires. Remember that. And also remember that if you fry bacon naked, most likely once your tan wears off, you'll have spots. And the following summer, when you go out in the sun, you won't be tan where you got the spots from frying bacon naked.
Sounds like you're talking from experience.
Yes. And also remember that Lindy Lou will be cruising with you and 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 you because she's booked on the Coop Cruise in 2025. I can't wait to see my girl Lindy Lou. I am going to take my shorts off in the pool just for you again.
Whoa. Well, maybe I'll go to the bar then.
Oh, Larry, come on. You know you want to see it. Michael Gosh, thank you for the stash. I will send you a private message, but this will keep me busy for quite a while.
At least a week.
Oh, more than that, my friend.
Oh, come on.
I will stick them in the humidor that Larry gave me for the evening, but then they'll go in a Tupperware. Because what I found is that the only thing that keeps my cigars at the right humidity is a Tupperware. For whatever reason, I can't get a humidor to work, Larry.
You gotta keep checking the water.
I keep Avedas in there, man. I keep a meter in there. I don't know.
I don't have issues.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
got 5 of them.
Maybe I didn't season it right.
Could be.
But what I'm thinking is I'll put them in a Tupperware. I'll re-season my humidor because I really like the look of the one that you sent me. I'll re-season it. I'll throw a bunch of liquid in there, you know, get it all freaking clogged up, and we'll see where it goes. But I can tell you this much. Tomorrow at League, I am going to smoke one of these Lanceros. I'm going to save this lit in the hopes, even though I know that the Gages have a cruise booked already, that I can smoke this cigar with Michael himself. All right? Paul says, get it all Well, that's
wonder
why
what-
we got to shut it
nothing-
down. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening up there.
Yeah. Well, it was good to be back this week. Again, thanks to Jamie for filling in for me last week during hockey evals. I appreciate it.
Yep.
He did an absolutely amazing job. I knew he would.
Yep.
But good to be back. Good to see everyone.
Well, next week's show is going to blow your mind. That's all I have to say. All right, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
All right. Good night.
I was totally lying when I